Rise and shine, girl.
Oh, bloody hell. Please tell me I'm alone.
You're not alone. I'm here.
Oh, please tell me there's no one else in this bed.
That I can tell you.
Thank God. I can't believe the night I had. It was supposed to be the most wonderful night of my life. Instead, it turned into a bloody nightmare. What happened?
I think you know what happened.
But why?
The why doesn't matter. What you need to come to terms with is your boyfriend is impotent.
Oh, bloody hell.
Whatever may come our way, we'll deal with it day to day. We hope you'll be there while we're living in our timeshare.
Hey, Phyllis,
What's up?
correct me if I'm wrong. Steve did go into Mary Poppins' room last night, right?
He sure did.
And he never came out, right?
Hey, you're 2 for 2. Want to make it 3 in a row?
All that time he was in there, we didn't hear a thing.
And the man wins a Cupid doll.
Don't you think if they did anything, we would have heard something?
Unless he was getting it on with a dead girl.
So what happened?
How the hell I know? Do I look like Gene Dixon?
More like Mason Dixon.
You do realize they were 2 people.
I think you can pull it off.
Very funny. Can we get back to Steve and Mary?
There's only one explanation for all the quiet.
And what's that?
They didn't do anything. Question is, why?
Only 2 possible things I can think of.
Go on.
Either Mary chickened out, which wouldn't surprise me.
Or,
Steve couldn't seal the deal.
oh, come on now, Steve. We're talking about Steve, Mr. I can do it swinging from a lamppost, Rogers.
Hey, these things can happen to anyone. Look at you and Rhonda.
Yeah, but that's because by the end of our marriage, I wanted to get out of that room as fast as possible.
Well, I can't think of any other reason for last night to turn into funeral for a friend. And we both know who the friend is.
Yeah, well, I won't believe it until I hear it out of his mouth.
You may get your chance right now. Oh, good morning. Damn, girl, you look awful. I feel awful.
So what happened last night? Things are pretty quiet in there.
What, you didn't hear the whimpering last night? We didn't hear anything. I'd rather not talk about it. If you don't mind, I'm going to go into the bathroom to get washed and dressed.
Okay, this is serious. She looks like she lost her best friend.
I think Steve lost his best friend. Damn. What the hell happened last night? So, doll, what do you want to do today?
I thought we'd take in a movie.
Sounds great. What's playing?
There's a new romantic comedy that just came out.
Perfect. If it turns out to be a stinker, we can always make our own romance, if you know what I mean.
Right there in the movie theater?
Hey, it's not like we're gonna go swinging from the movie projector.
Which is a good thing. You have any idea how hot those things get?
I bet we can get even harder.
Now there's a scary thought.
Anyway, let me get freshened up and then we can go.
Hey, Steve.
Shh. I don't want anybody to know I'm here.
Well, I know you're here. You want me to close my eyes? Or maybe you want to go back out and I'll leave the room.
Iggy, it's fine. It's okay for you to know I'm here.
Can Rhonda know you're here?
Sure, Rhonda can know I'm here.
Well, that's already 2 people who know you're here.
I know, Iggy.
Well, that's a far cry from nobody. Are you sure maybe you don't want to rethink this plan?
Iggy, it's too late for that. The genie is already out of the bottle.
Where is he?
Where is who?
The genie.
There is no genie, Iggy.
Then why did you say he's out of the bottle?
It's a figure of speech, Iggy.
Speaking of figures, did you see Rhonda today? That girl could melt the ice caps.
With global warming, that's not saying much. Look, Iggy, I'm going downstairs. Don't tell anybody I'm down there. Don't tell anyone you're where. Oh, hello, Rhonda. Hey, how did your date with Stephanie go last night? If you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it. That bad, huh? It's not what you think. You mean she didn't chicken out? No, Stephanie was more than eager. Then it can only be one thing. You couldn't do it. Rhonda, if you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it. Fine, but if you change your mind, you know where I am. Oh, you're home. Rhonda, Iggy, could you please give us a moment? Sure thing, doll. Come on, Iggy, let's go downstairs and give him some privacy.
Maybe we could try out the new waterbed while we're down there.
Maybe we should sit. Maybe we should. So who wants to start? Wait. Let me turn off my phone. This way we won't be interrupted. Okay. Let's do this. I don't know where to even begin. Well, that makes 2 of us. What happened last night? What happened is obvious. Why it happened isn't quite as obvious. Why did it happen? I have no idea. Certainly you must have a clue. Actually, no, I don't. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. Never? Never. Was it me? Did I not arouse you enough? Steph, you saw what I was like when I entered your room. One look at you, and I was at full salute. Then what the bloody hell went wrong? I don't know. Nerves? You were nervous? Petrified. But why? Whole lot of reasons, I guess. Such as? Well, for starters, I was afraid that I wouldn't please you. I mean, you'd never been with a man before. What if I pushed all the wrong buttons? After Rhonda's little instruction, trust me, I'd be able to show you exactly what buttons to push. And then there's that other thing. What other thing? Steph, I was afraid that you would be repulsed by the whole thing. And I didn't want to hurt you. How could you possibly hurt me? Steph, when you're a virgin, the first time can hurt. In fact, it can hurt a lot. You can even bleed a little. And you're first telling me this now?
I didn't want you to be freaked out.
Oh no, you waited until the day after.
Look, it's a normal part of sex.
Then why let it bother you?
Because that's how much I love you. I didn't want anything to happen that would turn you off to the thought of making love to me.
So instead you end up as dead as Mel Gibson's career.
It's not like I planned it.
Maybe if you had, you wouldn't have gone down in flames before the opening act.
Hey, you weren't helping much with your ridiculous questions.
What ridiculous questions?
Excuse me, dear, is something wrong? Talk about pointing out the obvious.
Well, I didn't know what to say. After my experience with you and the bathroom, this was the last thing I expected.
Well, I'm sorry if I disappointed you.
Well, I'm sorry that I didn't excite you enough.
Can we be done yelling at each other?
I suppose.
So what do we do now?
Look, I'm more than ready to be with you. I think I've proven that. I even let you touch me. It was very nice. I had no idea they were so sensitive.
You mean you never?
Oh, bloody hell no. I don't even like washing them. I have no idea when they're going to greet me with a smile and some serious swelling.
Yeah, well, last night I could have used some serious swelling.
Maybe you need to talk to a professional.
A prostitute?
No, not a prostitute. Though that may not be a bad idea.
Then who?
Dr. Einstein. Maybe he can help you.
Like he helped you?
He did in a way. He made me realize that I was the only one who was going to be able to help myself.
So you want me to talk to him?
Only if you want to.
I don't see how I have any choice.
Is that a yes? It's hard to tell with you.
I'll call him today.
Good, because I want to be with you.
And I want to be with you, Steph. More than you can possibly imagine.
Malcolm!
Hi, Dr. Einstein.
Steve Rogers, I have mail for you.
Great. Can we talk?
Sure, what's up?
No, not now. Let me make an appointment.
I'm free now. Come, let's. So what's on your mind?
I'll just get right to the point. Last night, Stephanie and I were going to make love. She was ready, willing, and able, but I couldn't perform.
Well, this is something I didn't expect to hear.
I have never had this problem before. I have some ideas of what caused it, and I'd like to run them by you.
I'm all ears. Well, actually, I'm all hair. But the ears still work.
Stephanie is the first girl that I've ever really loved. I think I was so concerned about pleasing her that I was unable to perform the act.
Performance anxiety. Perfectly reasonable explanation.
Great. So what do I do?
You say you never had this problem before?
Never.
Because with other women it was just sex.
Pretty much.
Then you make your time with Stephanie about sex and nothing else.
I'm not sure I can do that.
Trust me, you get excited enough, you can do it.
But isn't that being unfair to her?
What is even more unfair to her is not being with the man she loves.
So by being selfish, I'm actually thinking of her needs?
Sounds crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it just might work. Thanks, Doc.
No problem.
Now, you said you had mail for me?
I left it on the table.
Oh no.
Anything wrong?
It's from my twin brother, Marty.
You have a twin brother? You never told me.
I never talk about him. He's a real pain in the ass. The only time he ever writes to me is when he wants money.
Speaking of money, you'll put my fee in the mail?
1 bottle of schnapps.
I love that stuff.
Yes, I know. I smelled it on your breath during our last session.
But I solved your problem, didn't I?
Yeah, the only shrink I know that thinks better drunk than sober.
It's a gift. Anyway, I'll see myself out. Have a nice day.
Okay, Marty. Let's see what pound of flesh you want from me now. You look as bad as Mary Poppins did this morning. Roy, when it rains, it pours. What now? Well, you're going to find out eventually. Last night, I tried to make love to Steph, and I couldn't. That's what I figured, but I had to hear it from you. You have no idea how humiliating that is. Actually, I do. Happened with me and Rhonda. With that body, you couldn't? It was towards the end of our marriage. I couldn't stand to be near her. Well, that's not the case here. I love Stephanie. Maybe I love her too much. I don't follow. Dr. Einstein thinks it's typical performance anxiety brought on by my concern for her feelings. Steve, we're talking about sex here, not love story. I know. That's what he said. He says I should just think about having sex with her and nothing else. I just don't know if I can do that. But you're gonna try, right? I am. I just hope Steph has a good time. I'm sure she will. Mary Poppins is crazy about you. Anyway, if that wasn't enough to worry about, I just got a letter from Marty today. Oh, great. How much money does he want this time? He doesn't want anything. He just wants to come out and see me. Oh, this is bad. He's gonna soften you up for the kill. That's what I thought, but it's not his style. Marty's a man of few words. Usually, Steve, I need money. Okay, Marty, how much? And then he fills in the blank with an amount big enough to choke a herd of bison. This whole I just want to talk stuff is totally out of character for him. So what are you gonna do? What can I do? He knows where I am. I can't stop him from coming. You can always say no to whatever he wants. I could, but he knows I won't. Why do you feel so responsible for taking care of him? It's a long story, Roy, and one I don't want to get into now. When is he coming? Next week. Well, good luck. Thanks. I'm gonna need it. I talked to Dr. Einstein earlier.
And what did he have to say?
You're probably not going to like his solution.
As long as I can ride you like a Coney Island roller coaster, I don't care what it is.
He says it's performance anxiety brought on by my love for you.
I don't understand.
Essentially, my love for you is preventing me from having hot sex with you.
I still don't understand, but what is his solution?
The solution is simple. Instead of going to bed with you and concentrating on your needs and what you want and being concerned with pleasing you, I just think about my own selfish needs and what I want and just have sex for me, and that way I should be able to perform. The question is that going to be okay with you?
What I'm not okay with is not being able to make love to the man I love.
But we won't be making love, Steph. It'll just be hot, steamy, sweaty, dirty sex. At least for me, anyway.
Will my eyes go to the back of my head?
Probably.
Then I'm good.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. After my session with Rhonda, I know exactly what I want.
What exactly did Rhonda do for you? You never told me.
She taught me how to give myself pleasure.
You mean she taught you how to...
Please don't say it.
Wow. So that's what I heard last night.
I thought you were asleep.
So did I. I thought I was dreaming. How many times?
7, 8, I don't know, I lost count.
Why, you little minx.
She turned me into a nymphomaniac.
I'm not complaining.
I'm sure you're not.
Well, now I definitely have to get over this problem, 'cause God, I want you more than ever now.
I suppose that should make me happy.
It better. Besides, we've got another problem.
What now?
I got a letter from my twin brother Marty today.
You have a twin brother?
Unfortunately, the only time he ever writes me is when he wants money.
How much?
He doesn't say. This time he wants to come out and see me.
Should I be worried?
Everyone in this house should be worried. Marty is one smooth operator. He could charm the habit off of a nun.
So what are you going to do?
What can I do? Hope and pray that I can get him to go back home before he turns this whole place upside down. Hi, Steve. I'm not Captain America Rogers here, with another installment of Timeshare Tidbits. Well, this hasn't exactly been the best week of my life. Valentine's Day, I had a perfect evening planned for my beautiful Brit. A sexy nightie was all I needed. At least, so I thought. When the night ended, I was weeping like a child and suffering from the worst performance since Craig Morton's Super Bowl XII disaster. Bet he wished he hadn't woken up that morning. And while I was ready to throw myself in front of a moving moped, I wasn't ready to give up yet. After speaking to Dr. Einstein, I realized that the only way I was going to recover was by becoming the disgusting pig that Sweet Cheeks thinks all men are. And if that doesn't work, there's always Sister Sally and her 4 sisters. While the whole house is concerned about our happiness, I can't help but wonder if fate is against us. The only thing that gives me hope is that Roy actually suffered the same fate with that Brooklyn bombshell we have come to know as Help Me Rhonda. While she may have offered me some, I'm not ready to go there just yet. Besides, what would Stephanie think? Not to mention my friend Iggy. So from this point on, I'm on my own. It's sink or swim. I'm planning on asking my gal for one more chance. After that, I'm joining a monastery. Just call me Brother Impotent. Okay, it was funnier in my head. Until next week, Roger's out.